I always find it interesting that you can have a car with about 200,000 plus miles, little maintenance done on it, and it'll start every single time. But you get anything with the word boat in it, Sea-Doo, jet ski, anything with the water, and well, as everybody knows, you're going to have problems. And that's what we have here. 1997 Sea-Doo GTX. I believe this is the 787 two-cycle engine. And we have a starting problem. We were using this. Of course, when company comes over, warmed it up, got it ready for guests. Told them to sit on it and start it, and well, nothing. So, this is what we get. And you will see shortly that we have a problem. Let's go ahead and get the key. Got the battery charged up. Just finished doing that. Let's go ahead and turn on our battery. We have a battery disconnect, and these models tend to drain their batteries. Okay. Come over here with the key. Okay, we should be ready to start. Get on top of this thing here. But rather than turning over, we get that noise. So now we get to figure out what that is. So obviously it's probably either going to be the starter or the solenoid. And we'll hope for solenoid. That sounds cheaper to me and it's easier to get to. It's going to be inside this box. We'll take that apart in a second, try to jump that. But if we have to get to the starter, as you can see here, and this is my hand, it's not a lot of room. It's kind of down under in there where it connects to that bolt right there. So we will see what the problem is. We're going to get this back box taken apart and we'll try to jump the solenoid to see if the unit will start. Hang tight. Okay, we got the solenoid box taken apart here, and rather than show you again, I tried this with the screwdriver, trying to jump over the leads to bypass this here, from here to here. Those two screws. Obviously I just got sparks, didn't do anything, and made the same noise up front, so that makes me think starter. Just so you can hear this a little bit louder, you can hear this engage when you hit the starting button. Sounds like it's good. And you guys probably can't hear that, but we're getting a hum from up front. So, sounds like we have power to the starter, so hopefully we just have a loose wire going to that starter, and that's kind of what we have to determine next. We'll start tearing into it. Okay, I'm going to try to bring you guys along as best as possible. My hands are covered in oil, but what we've done is I got to get down to that starter, obviously, and the starter's down, like I was saying before. See if I can do this without touching the camera too much. Oh, come on. Starter's right down there. And there should be I believe three wires that connect that. I can't even quite feel all of them just because there's so much stuff in the way. So I took apart the airbox cover, and you kind of have to, what you do is you move these notches back and forth, and the thing comes off, and then you kind of have to slide it down here and pull it out this way. And it looks like this when it's on there. And let me tell you, these, well, one of these came off, but these really snap my fingers, so I'd recommend wearing gloves. But what I'm going to do now is I think I got to get this whole thing off. So I've loosened these Allen screws, and we're going to take those out. Hopefully this will pop out, and then I can disconnect these two and pull this whole box out over the carburetors here. Hopefully that's easy, and that'll give us some more room, and we'll get back to you here shortly. Okay, a little bit different scene here. I took that box off, like we were talking about the air box off, got that all the way out, and that had to shimmy out of there. Kind of checked the wires, everything seemed tight, so I was thinking bad starter, but what I thought I would do give it one try before I pulled everything apart was I took the intake grate off the bottom of the unit, and I'll get a shot of this later, but took this off and went down there to see if I could turn the entire intake shaft. If I could turn that, I could turn the starter into a different position where the keys might be okay, or the little teeth, the engagement teeth. So I wasn't able to turn it, almost like there was a rock or something in there, which there wasn't. Took a piece of wooden stick, and just kind of broke that loose, almost like the starter had been left in the engage point. Broke that loose, heard a pop, able to free spin it, and think we should be able to start it. Obviously this isn't a permanent solution, but let's see if it'll start. Well, obviously it started, so we'll keep you posted.